by the way, I was the one that was doing that judge on the moot court thing where we looked at the 3 laptops that crackhead left with the repairman. It wasn't one, it was 3. And we looked at the downloads, and there's some stuff in there that people need to be in jail for. And law and order, lying hypocrites sitting up in there, now turned the White House into the crack house, I guess. Latest little scam. And now they're trying to spin that. Did it get found in the foyer where somebody left a bag, And who found it, by the way? Was it the Secret Service or was it one of the black clerical or janitorial staff who said, I don't like this fool, the more I see him, hell, look what we found. But then it was in the library, which is very, very restricted. And then in the executive office section, which you got to get a secret clearance to get up in there. Or was it what they had on Twitter, that little fast vignette of Hunter, as he was stalking off behind somebody, taking a one-shot hit. Yeah, okay, fine.
We tried to warn people about Joe Biden. Why do you think people still, particularly black people, why do you think black people still showed up to vote for Joe Biden?
We love the Samantha. Oh, we so do. He been so good. He give us an extra ration to compound when we be doing some work. We don't work too hard, but we sure love Massa. He ain't locked the gates on the plantation. We walk off whenever we want, but we sure love staying. And Lord, he give us some nice treats and make him feel good. He scratches right behind the ears, he do. Sure. Sorry, specimen. Every other ethnic group in the United States of America periodically tells the party they've been supporting, go to hell. You're not doing enough. We'll go the other way. And by the way, what's on those tapes is criminal. There is no question about it. We had a mock proceeding on whether or not he was guilty or not guilty, but whether there is probable cause to believe that there should be further investigating for what they call FARA violations, FARA, Foreign Agents Registration Act stuff. And there is clear and convincing evidence that he should have been prosecuted and indicted for that. And also other stuff in there too. He's setting up a meeting with his dad and a certain named individual through the emails that are on that laptop that the repairman downloaded all of them, kept the record of them. And guess what? The question is, did he in fact go by the Biden residence as directed, where there were classified documents that he was supposed to take a look at? And the person in question got indicted, worked out an agreement for espionage against the United States. And by the way, that stuff that they're getting him on in Florida and Mar-a-Lago, well, the Secret Service guarded Mar-a-Lago just like they did the White House. The documents by law were prepared for guess whose benefit? CIA and NSA, their charter is to prepare intelligence briefings for the president of the United States. So he was the president, and if he's like me or somebody like Bill Clinton, you read it, it's in your mind. Can't anybody take it? So, unless you're going to accuse him of spilling the beans to the Russians, well, what about all the rest of them? You can't take it away. So if he chooses to keep it where he is because there is a high probability that there's some incriminating evidence in there that might implicate Clumsy Boy who can't walk upstairs without falling down the damn things.
Who's protecting Hunter Biden, Judge Brown? Who do you feel is protecting Hunter Biden?
His daddy and some other people. Obama wants it too. There's some nasty stuff on there. We won't even get to what's revealed because Hunter Biden thought he was a porn star and was trying to make porn on the same laptops. Some of it's quite interesting, and who he was having sex with on there is interesting too, but I'm not getting into that salacious tabloid nonsense. So some people might have interest to protect. Also, there are some White House tapes in there that need to be kept quiet until the grand jury looks at them, because unlike the Nixon tapes where all you got was audio, in this case you got visual and you can see who's saying what and who's there. And quite frankly, it starts bordering on treason in terms of as it's defined in the Constitution. So yeah, there's some people that really don't want that stuff out. And we still have to deal with who went by there to go take a look at the classified documents that the vice president had no authority to declassify. And oh, by the way, Department of the Navy versus Egan, at least one of those concurrent opinions says that the president has the same kind of authority to declassify that he has to pardon. In other words, the presidential pardon power is unquestioned. It does not have to be justified, rationalized, and can't do anything about